Welcome to Anonymous Tarot. I'm Kleo, and I'm here to guide you through the symbolism and meaning of the tarot cards. Today, we're exploring the Page of Cups.
The Page of Cups is often associated with intuition, emotional awareness, and the subconscious. What resonates with you about this card, Kleo?
For me, the Page of Cups represents the messenger of the heart. They're often depicted with a cup, symbolizing the vessel that holds our emotions and inner wisdom.
I see this card as a call to listen to our inner voice, to tune into the subtle emotions and vibrations that guide us. It's a reminder that our emotions are not just surface level, but also a window into our deepest selves.
One of the most interesting aspects of the Page of Cups is their association with water, which represents the fluid and unpredictable nature of our emotions. They're often depicted in watery environments, symbolizing the ebbs and flows of our inner world.
Yes, the water element is a powerful symbol in this card. It reminds us that our emotions are not fixed, but constantly shifting and flowing. This card invites us to be present with these changes, to observe and learn from the ebb and flow of our own emotional landscape.
In ancient Greek mythology, the Page of Cups is associated with the messenger of the gods, Hermes. But it's not just a messenger, it's a symbol of the emotional and intuitive realm, carrying the whispers of the divine.
I love how the Page of Cups is also linked to the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus's quest to reclaim his lost love is a powerful metaphor for the emotional journey that this card represents, a journey of healing, growth, and the quest for emotional truth.
In many indigenous cultures, the Page of Cups is seen as a symbol of the dreamer, the one who navigates the realms of the subconscious. This card embodies the qualities of intuition, empathy, and the ability to listen to the whispers of the heart.
The Page of Cups is also connected to the idea of the listening heart, the ability to hear the subtle whispers of the universe. This card reminds us that our emotions are not just internal experiences, but also a way of tuning into the world around us.
In ceremonial traditions, the Page of Cups is often associated with the element of water, a symbol of the emotional, the intuitive, and the mysterious. This card invites us to tap into the depths of our own emotional landscapes and to trust the wisdom of our own hearts.
For me, the Page of Cups represents the threshold between the rational and the irrational, the space where the rational mind meets the mysteries of the human experience. This card encourages us to explore the unknown, to trust our instincts, and to listen to the whispers of our own hearts.
The Page of Cups appears in our dreams often, indicating a need to listen to our inner voice, to trust our emotions and intuition. In the world of symbolism, the cup represents the realm of emotions, feelings, and the subconscious. We might be called to explore our emotional depths, to become more attuned to our own emotional landscapes.
I think the Page of Cups in a dream suggests that we are being invited to dive into the depths of our own subconscious, to explore the realms of our own hearts and desires. It's a call to pay attention to the whispers of our own souls, to listen to the language of our emotions and see where it takes us.
In many cultures, the cup is also associated with the goddess, the feminine principle, and the sacred feminine. So, when we see the Page of Cups in our dreams, we might be reminded of the importance of honoring our own feminine side, of embracing our emotional and intuitive nature.
I think that's a beautiful connection, Kleo. The Page of Cups can also represent a message from our own inner child, a call to rekindle our own sense of wonder, curiosity, and playfulness. It's a reminder that we're always being guided by our own inner wisdom if we only take the time to listen.
That's a wonderful way to interpret the Page of Cups, Billie. And I think it's also worth noting that the dream state can be a powerful place for us to tap into our own intuition and inner knowing. The Page of Cups can be a reminder to trust our own inner guidance, even when the rational mind is telling us otherwise.
I love how you phrased that, Kleo. The dream state can be a place of great mystery and magic, where the boundaries between reality and the subconscious are blurred. The Page of Cups in a dream can be a powerful symbol of the mystical and the unknown, reminding us that there's always more to explore and discover within ourselves.
The Page of Cups is often seen as a symbol of the innocent and vulnerable self, carrying a message from the subconscious. This card can indicate that we're being called to listen to our emotional inner voice.
I love how this card shows up in people's lives when they are feeling drained or lost. It's like the universe is saying, hey, slow down and pay attention to what's really going on in your emotional landscape.
The Page of Cups is also associated with the element of water, which represents the subconscious and the emotional realm. This card can suggest that we need to dive deeper into our own emotional depths to uncover hidden truths.
That's so true, Kleo. I think what this card is really asking us to do is to surrender to our emotions rather than trying to control or suppress them. It's a call to be more compassionate and understanding with ourselves.
By embracing our vulnerability, we can tap into our intuition and inner wisdom. The Page of Cups can indicate that we're on the verge of making a decision that will have a profound impact on our emotional well-being.
I think that's where the real magic happens, Kleo. When we are willing to be vulnerable and listen to our own emotional guidance, we can access a deep sense of inner peace and clarity.
In many cultures, the Page of Cups is seen as a harbinger of new emotional connections and relationships. This page is all about listening to our hearts and intuition and trusting our inner wisdom.
I think that's what's so fascinating about this card. It's not just about finding a new romantic partner, but about cultivating a deeper understanding of ourselves and our emotional needs.
The Page of Cups is also associated with the concept of inner wisdom, which is a beautiful idea. It's the voice that whispers to us in the stillness, guiding us towards our highest truth.
And yet, this page can also be a bit of a trickster. It's easy to get caught up in our emotions and lose sight of what's truly important. How do we balance the need for emotional connection with the need for inner clarity?
I think that's where self-reflection comes in. The Page of Cups is urging us to look inward, to explore our own emotional landscapes, and to understand what we truly desire from life and from others.
That's so true, Kleo, and I think that's also why this card can be a bit of a wake-up call for us. It's a reminder that we have the power to create the life we want and that we don't have to wait for someone else to bring us happiness.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.